Big tech loves harvesting your data and controlling you, or at least trying to control you. Recently, Google, Apple, and Samsung have been trying to control you with their messaging apps. Google and Apple have worked together to implement RCS on the Google Messages app and the iMessage app. And just a few days ago, Samsung threw Samsung Messages in the trash can. And just like Verizon Messages, Samsung Messages will not be coming back. If you don't download my app, I can't feed my kids. Do you want to see my kids go hungry? Nah, that's just a joke. Forget I said that. All right. But anyways, don't forget about using the SendSweep app. There's a free version and there's a paid version. The free version is completely free and it blows Google Messages out of the water. And I invite you to put it to the test. Go download Textra, Fossify, or whatever other message app that people recommend in the comments. I don't care. Test it against SendSweep and see which one is better. SendSweep just got an update on a major feature, and that's message categories. The SendSweep free version and the paid version both have categories. So you can now categorize your messages again. Now we will move into the main part of the video. We will be looking at Google Messages on Reddit. So the first one is Beneficial Potato 219. You gotta love these usernames when a person signs up for a new Reddit account. But I digress. This Beneficial Potato says, I'm getting the same problem. I get a notification and can even send a text out. However, nothing is loading. The next one is New Phone Photo Emojis Gone. Seems like Google has a bad track record of releasing half-baked features or removing features at random times. And let's see, the next one says, I'm texting from an iPhone. Can I tell if an Android user with RCS has blocked me if my message shows delivered? When I call them, it goes straight to voicemail. Or did they report me as spam instead? Well, your message can still be delivered before somebody blocks you. And you have no way of knowing if you're blocked with RCS unless this person actually tells you that, hey, I blocked you. Alright, the next one says, keep getting message notifications, but there's no message. As I'm driving in my car, the car is telling me I've received messages, but they aren't in my messaging app. Wow, that's crazy. That never happens in SendSweep. Crazy. Keep getting message notifications, but there's no message. The next one says, forced to switch from Samsung Messages and desperate for custom folders categories. The recent forced migration to Google Messages has turned my clean, organized inbox into a completely cluttered mess, stripping away the ability to create custom folders and categories is a massive step backward for user efficiency. Relying entirely on a manual search bar to filter through a massive mountain of texts does not work for people who juggle work, family, and daily life. Google needs to immediately build a custom folder and category organization system to match what Samsung Messages has, or had, never to return. Clean at a glance organization is a basic necessity. Is anyone else losing their mind trying to navigate a single massive inbox since the switch? Yeah, there's quite a few of you losing your mind on that. But SendSweep just put categories in their app, so you can try that out and see if that works any better for you. The next one says, I'm going to keep it real simple. You know I'm breaking my head over here because it unbelievable. This person is playing his monkey ass. You trying to hit everybody in the head. I'm going to say no more, man. I'm tired of repeating myself. You know this unbelievable. Oh, man. That's a troll right there. You gotta love the trolls. Next one says, how do I completely turn off notifications for a specific person in Google Messages? Well, Google Messages should have a feature to do that. But if you can't find it, Google probably removed it already. Just be patient, and in 7 more years, maybe they'll have it ready for you. Alright, let's scroll down a little bit. Oh, there we go. 10 billion downloads. And Google still couldn't give a single F about its design. Yeah, that's right. They don't care. If they cared, they would listen and they would change some things for the better. The next one says, better new messaging app than Google for college students. Please, I miss my categories. Next one says, use Google Messages for web to receive text messages when I don't have a cell signal. Yeah, what you want to tell you. Anything that you want to hear. Okay. I'm just going to stop with that one. That's the troll again. That's the aggravating town 5981. That's the same person that made the monkey ass joke. Alright, Ubox 316. Google Messages searching. So I have a question. Is the search function on this app still unusable? I've tried searching for things on Google Messages, but nothing pops up when I look at things like birthday or things I know I've talked a lot about with the person. If this is a known issue, what kind of solutions have you found? Currently, I'm going to try to look for a different messaging app with a better search function, but if there's a way to fix it, that would be awesome. Well, the only way to fix it is for Google to actually fix it. And lately it seems like they're better at breaking things than fixing things. So don't get your hopes up. Find a different messaging app. Next one. Is Messages connected to Google account or phone number? Yes, Messages is connected to your Google account. Next one. Frustrated. Please help. Bald Harry says, frustrated. Please help. Forced to switch to Google Messages, now my text threads are being split into separate threads, not group related. For example, my sister texted me as she normally does, but today each text came as a new thread. Why is this happening? She's on my plan if that matters. Well, it doesn't matter that she's on your phone plan. That has nothing to do with how the Google Messages app functions, unless it deals with sending and receiving messages and delivery receipts and whatnot. But let's answer your question. Google is having some storage database issues and recalling of information in particular. Let me make it more simple for you. When you press the send button on your messages to send them, or when a message comes in, it goes into a database. And part of you seeing your messages correctly is how Google Messages shows you those messages that are in the database. And it seems like the messages are there, but Google's developers have not been able to correctly recall the messages and show them in a way that is correct. So, yeah, Google has a lot of issues with that right now about messages showing, messages disappearing, messages showing weirdly, incorrectly. And database management is very hard for Android apps, especially Android messaging apps. If it's not 100% right, you're going to have these problems. Google basically has half-baked database management and data recall. On to the next one. Google Messages is now your default messaging app. Open Google Messages. Alright, there's another Samsung related deal. Samsung Messages is being discontinued on July 6, 2026. Use Google Messages to get RCS chats with rich, expressive features, end-to-end encryption, and powerful AI. If only they could get the RCS to work in the first place. That'd be good. That'd be real good. If they could perfect their features before releasing them, it would make their users a lot happier. But seems like they can't. So people are jumping to find other messaging apps that aren't Google Messages. Next one. Wow. I hate Google Messages. Stone Age. I hate Google Messaging. I was just forced into Google Messages since Samsung discontinued theirs. Google Messages suck. Big deal, you can change a bubble color. I had individual tones for my text messages, as well as being able to see who the message was from. Now it just shows message. There is no personalization like it was with Samsung. Why they changed and didn't somehow merge the systems to keep what we had and add the other measures they wanted. Now I feel like I'm back 10 years ago with bland messages and having to pick up my phone every time a message comes in because I cannot individualize. I'm not super tech savvy, so the previous options were great. Samsung didn't think this all the way through. And why is Google so far behind? I hate it. You said a lot of things there, but they were all true. This app looks like it's from the Stone Age. It does look like something that was made 10 years ago. There's no flavor to your messages. You have bland messages now. And you have no personalization features like you had with Samsung. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Google is very far behind. And you said a lot of things, a lot of true things there. Let's go to the next one. I can't stand this app. I need help. I'm big on voice clips. I downloaded this and now I can barely send them. I thought I had it figured out yesterday, but it's not working again today. 1. First question. Should I be set to RCS messages or SMS, MMS messages? Note, I can only send a voice clip through SMS, MMS, but it's still not reliable. Most fail to attach. 2. When I try to send through RCS, they will not attach. It says it has to process, but then it fails to attach. Why were we forced to switch anyway? I want Samsung Messenger back. Voice clips are a big part of my job. It took me 3 extra hours to finish my work yesterday because of this debacle. Can anyone help me? Yes. SendSweep works flawlessly to send voice clips. It was meticulously engineered and developed to work correctly for sending voice clips. All the problems that you just mentioned that Google Messages has are not existent in SendSweep. The SendSweep app works flawlessly for this. Try it out. You won't waste 3 extra hours to finish your work if you're using the right app. Next one. A lot of my old files for some contacts on my phone say, can't load file. For old images and GIFs, is there any way to recover them? There may be a way to recover them, but maybe not. Depending on which third-party app you use, that third-party app might be able to recover these files. Next question. Next one. Switch from Samsung Messages to Google Messages. RCS chat not working. Can't make/get texts or phone calls. And I'm waiting to hear back from a job interview. Oh, this is a good one. Or a bad one. Carrier, country, Verizon, United States, device, Galaxy S25. Yes, I have the most up-to-date version of Google Messages. I will try to keep this quick, switched over to Google Messages, deleted Samsung Messages app so I can no longer have access to that. Cannot send or receive texts or phone calls. Waiting to hear back via phone call about a job interview, so I need to fix this now. In messages settings, turn on RCS chat is stuck on connecting. I have tried clearing the cache and data of the Google Messages app, reverting the app to factory settings, and then updating, going to Google Messages section of my phone's phone settings, and toggling the verify phone numbers automatically thing on and resetting. I've also tried toggling it off and resetting. Access my Google account on my computer and tried to add my phone number to my account, but I can't because it sends you a text verification code which I cannot receive. This person has also tried removing and putting back in the SIM card. If I borrow someone else's phone to call customer service, what customer service should I even call? Google, Samsung, Verizon, my phone carrier? Is this even related to switching to Google Messages, or is there some other issue going on? Thank you. So, let's break this down. This person has tried to do a lot of things, but nothing worked. I can't explain the phone calls deal. You should probably call your carrier. Maybe if you're not getting messages, you can't send messages, you can't get phone calls, then you should probably contact your carrier. Aside from this, trying a third party messaging app, one that's not Google Messages, might allow you to send and receive messages again. That's purely hypothetical, but you can try that. And if you still can't get phone calls, send or receive messages, reach out to Verizon, because that's probably in their wheelhouse to deal with. Alright, next one. Randomly missing messages when it automatically switches my account. My phone, Samsung S24, is often low on storage. I know I need to fix it, and it causes the issues I'm facing. Let's see if you answered your own question here. And sometimes Google Messages will automatically force me out of the app, and when I reopen it, it picks a random Google account of mine to be the messaging one, and it says welcome, whichever Gmail account it picks. But then 90% of my messages are missing, and the most random threads are kept. Back when I had the option to use Samsung Messages, I was able to go in there, then back to Google Messages, and it would restore everything. But now that Samsung Messages is discontinued, I don't have that option. Any tips? Obviously, I need to and will clear storage. But has anyone done any tricks to restore everything? So, yes, you do need to free up some space on your phone storage, because that can cause a lot of issues on your whole device experience. There's too many issues that it could cause to go into right now. Maybe we can do that later, but that's probably the main part of your problem. And Google really should not attach an account to messages, but I can see why they would want it to do that. They would want to do that because it puts somebody's face with a name. It makes you easier to identify if someone from Google was to ever pull your messages. And if they did that, they could say, oh, well, this is blank, 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 blank at gmail.com. That's this account that sent this message or received this message, yada, yada, yada. Next one. I have a galaxy in my hands but no space. Is this the same person? No. Different person here. To keep using messages, free up space on your device, go to settings, storage, and free up space. See, that's an example of what the previous person is dealing with. If you don't have enough space on your phone for new messages to be stored, or like new pictures to come in, every time a picture or a file gets sent to your phone via a messaging app, it takes up space on your phone. If you don't have space to hold anything, then of course it's going to make your phone act crazy, your messaging app crazy, and a whole bunch of other things. So please, for the love of God, free up some space on your devices. These two people need to free up space on their devices. And if you have this issue, I suggest you do that too, because it will greatly help you. Might not fix Google Messages. I don't think anything will fix that, but it will certainly help you in your overall phone experience. Next one. All right. New share menu for Google Messages. Let's check the picture here. All right. I wonder how long these will last and how determined Samsung is at killing the app. Interesting. You can now send separately or create a group from the share menu. And two things I figured out. If you try to create a group that matches an already created group, it will reuse the old group, which is good. And second, if you try to create a mixed MMS RCS group, it won't let you. It will prompt you to remove the MMS numbers and try again. So, this is crazy. The fact that Google would try to get rid of MMS people inside of a group is beyond comprehension. That seems like Google's trying to kill MMS protocol, and that's not good, because RCS did not make SMS and MMS outdated, because it's broken. SMS and MMS are stable. They have been stable for over 15 years. Do you remember those little flip phones? They could get picture messages. That was an MMS message. SMS and MMS will not be outdated or discontinued until RCS is perfected. For SMS and MMS to be replaced, RCS will have to be corrected in every way. And it will also have to be opened up to the masses. RCS is supposed to be an open messaging protocol, just like SMS and MMS. But it's not, because Google hijacked this protocol and is forcing everybody to use their servers and their app just so that they can send messages, RCS messages. Google's got to open up their servers to everyone, or developers have to, from scratch, develop the whole RCS protocol and open their own servers and get people to use their servers for RCS messages. And to do that, the workload will be insane and borderline impossible. And then ask people to use your app that has access to your RCS servers is insane. It'll probably never happen. And this whole RCS thing, I hope Google perfects it. I hope they correct it. I hope they open it up to the whole world. The protocol was open to begin with, and it should remain open. Second to last. Notifications won't show message. Has anyone figured out how to make Google Messages show you the actual message in the notification? I miss Samsung Messages. Squinty face. Yeah, so the SendSweep app does that. When you get a message notification and it's text, it will show you the text. Or if it's an image, it will show you the image in line inside the notification on your status bar. Last but not least, this is the best one of them all, or the worst one of them all. Bear with no name. Missing texts sent and received. Since Monday, I started noticing that messages that I've sent are not showing up in the app. I have messaged a few people to ask if they have received my text, and they confirmed that they did not get it. This morning, I noticed a message missing that was sent to me last night. I can still see the notification in my notifications history, but it's not in the app at all. Is anyone else experiencing the same issues as of this week? Yeah, that's really bad. This points to the Google Messages app native code being defective in multiple ways. One, with the messaging database. Two, with the message showing in the user's notification on the status bar tray. And three, the message is not to be found anywhere in the app at all. So Google has a major native code issue that needs to be addressed immediately with this. Naturally, a message notification should come in. The message notification should show the text or the picture of the message. And then, regardless of the user pressing on the notification, just going into the app, the message should be there. The message should be showing immediately at the very bottom of the message thread. Google, you have to fix this immediately. If more people have major issues, severe issues like this, you're not going to be able to keep people on your platform, your Google Messages app. This is wild. This is the most botched software rollout that I have ever witnessed in my entire life. It's controlling, it's demeaning, and totally incorrect the way that you conducted business. And I hope to never see this again. So let's round out this video. You see what the people are saying on Reddit now, and it's still not a good sentiment amongst the majority of people. There was not one positive post on this Reddit thread. If you look from top to bottom of Google Messages on the Play Store reviews or Reddit posts or tech websites, a majority of the press right now is not looking good. So let's hope Google gets it together. And thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. There will be more good content coming. The next video is going to be highly technical, so please follow along with it the best you can.